So, hello everybody!
It's me, Mario!
Apparently it's Mario. Lovely. Right, we're here to show you how to make a cool Mandalorian helmet, aren't we, mate? Out of cardboard and some other bits.
Yep, it's me and Mario.
Yeah, lovely. So it's, you might have seen our other video, maybe, I don't know. This is how we made a cool cardboard Spartan helmet. We also made this cool Kylo Ren one. We actually didn't make a video of that, did we?
No, but we'll make another one so we can show you.
Yeah, we will, won't we? There you go. Pop that on. Drag that off over there somewhere. Take that over there. Right, so we're going to make the entire thing here out of nothing but hot glue, cardboard, scissors, a Sharpie, wherever I'll put that, Sharpie. And that's it, basically. Oh, and a little bit of gaffer tape sometimes just to hold a bit together while we're gluing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always do gaffer tape, don't we?
Yeah.
So,
Gaffer tape the best. Gaffer tape the best.
First thing we're going to do is we've got to download a picture of a Mandalorian helmet. It's not a very good picture downloaded, but it gives us all the main details. There are a lot of like really good templates and stuff out there. You can go to Dali Lomo. He does really good templates, all sorts of cardboard things. Also, Dustin McLean does a good one, and he shows you how to make it as well. And there's loads of good people do. We'll put some links down below to those if you want to do it through a template. I don't use a template because I'm not very good with computers, and I always, when I download the template, I cut it out and realise it's totally the wrong side for our head.
Because,
so we do it from scratch, don't we?
Because last time, if you've seen this,
Well, I can't see it when you're over there, can they?
we actually had to cut out a whole bit of it because it didn't fit on me. It was way too small.
I made it all totally wrong size. And
then,
it's like a head about that big.
Then we decided to make it out of scratch.
Okay, yeah. So we made it from scratch. I mean, let's plonk that over there. So first thing we got to do on all of them is make this dome bit, and that's the hardest bit. So the way we get the dome exactly the right size, I'll take this Sharpie and this cardboard. There we go.
Exactly.
So you see with the Mandalorian helmet, the visor comes down, or the visor, the front of the crown comes down just to eye level there. So we'll work from there. So you make it a little bit bigger as well. So all the cardboard corrugations need to run this way because you're going to bend it over the head like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a central stripe down the middle, about that big. So that's about 50 mil or 2 inches, maybe a little bit less.
Why?
Down like that. And so we're going to bend this over the head and then mark it where it comes down at the back of the head.
Yeah.
So your eyes are going to be there. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can trim it off afterwards.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Down to...
Right. He's right. Listen to my dad.
Yeah.
But don't listen to him
Down to about
when
there.
he's grumpy. When he's grumpy, he goes super mad.
I'm never grumpy. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe a little bit, sometimes. Excuse me. Right. So we're going to do that central stripe down to there. And again, down to there like that. And that will give you the length over there. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut little bits out here. I'll show you exactly how to do that and form the whole thing. So I'll just mark and cut those, and then we'll get straight back to you, and I'll show you, and you'll see how it all fits together really easily. I would say at this point, especially the Mandalorian helmet, you need to make it much bigger than you think you're going to need to. So you're going to need it quite big and flappy right on the head because these cheek bits here, they squish inwards like that. So if you make it so it fits perfectly, the cheek bits won't fit in. So you need to make it probably a couple of inches bigger around the head than you think it's going to need to be.
They would fit in, but...
Come in here, mate. They can't see you.
They would fit in, but you wouldn't get it past your head. It would just go...
Yeah, just squash on your head. So, there you go. I'll mark all these on and get back to you and show you how to put it all together. Sure, I'm back. So, see, we got our bit there. This is the central part I marked down there. And as you can see, all the corrugations run that way. So it's nice and flexy this way where it goes around the head. And then what I've done, left it nice and long here. And then I've made, you know, little strips like that hanging out from the edge. At this point, you want to score down there and there as much as you can. So these bits can bend against the corrugations like that. And you'll see why. That's going to go on the head like that. And then these bits are going to sort of bend around like that. So yeah, you just see score down there, score all the way here, there. You just do quite a few till you get out to the ends, and leave these bits extra long because they can be trimmed afterwards. There we go. So la 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 la. Score, 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 score. The more of these scores you do, the better it will bend. And with these bits, you can do as many as you want, so you can do them much thinner if you want, but bear in mind that the thinner these are, the more of them you're going to have to glue together, and it's going to get harder and harder and harder, but it'll look better and more kind of Doom-like. I just take a kind of, you know, ease versus look kind of thing. So I think I'll show you now what we're going to do. Is we're going to bend this around the head, put those like that, and then take the middle one, which I've marked there. Ah, flappy things again. And then put it like that to get the basic shape of the dome. So I think what we need for this bit though is a head. Head! 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 Oh look, there's a head. Perfect. Might even be the head that we're making it for, isn't it? So, head. We're going to plonk that on there. Turn around sideways a bit, mate. Can you put your hand off? There. Hold that on there, mate. Cheers. You're going to get a little bit of sellotape. Ow, it stuck to my face. Right, I'm going to fold these ones we don't need up out of the way.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. So it's Christmas time, this Christmas song's on.
Yeah.
There we go. So, you see that? There we go. Right. Ah, stuck to my lip. Ow. Ah, there we go. Right, those are a bit too long. Right, leave that big head. It's just a head. You're not supposed to be pulling bits of sellotape off. So, I'm going to cut these a little bit just so they're not too flappy. But still with plenty of overlap. And then what we're going to do, remember I said make this bigger than you need it to be. So we'll leave it a bit baggy around there.
And you can also put some stuff in after you've done it, like maybe some foam to make it so sure it fits, right, Daddy?
You can, yeah, you can fill it back up with foam to make sure it fits.
Like we
Get up, mate.
Like we did with
There you go.
Mandalorian mask.
Yeah, that's what we did with our Carlo red mask.
We put some crackers in there.
So then we're going to mark those and the back one.
Itchy, itchy, itchy.
I know, it's itchy. There you go. And then what we'll do, when we've got the size we want it to be, I'm not trying to stay still, mate, because this is hard enough anyway. When we get that to the size we need it to be, then we'll do the same with that one, and it will give us the basic shape. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Yeah. So I'll trim those ends, and I'll show you how we're going to glue them together in a sec. Thank you, head. You may go. Right, I've done that bit. So you can see here, I've done that bottom ring. So just where they overlapped, leaving a little bit of gap in there, so it's not too tight on the head. Where it overlapped, I'll just cut it, and then I'll just hot glue on one edge and hold it there for a few seconds, or well, till it's set, you know, 30 seconds, something like that, and then let go, and then it's all done. So the next one we're going to do, what was that? Next one we're going to do is this one over here to get the shape of the thing. But to do that, I'm going to need a head! Head! Here it comes, there we go, right. So, I'm going to pop that on there, seems a pretty good fit. Pop that down for a sec, mate. Right, head up, nice and straight, there we go. Jolly good, Sergeant Major. Yes, sir.
Ma.
So hold that on there.
Ma.
Now hold on the front there, mate.
Ma.
There you go. It's a little bit tricky, this bit. So again, we're just going to, what do I do? I'll tuck that inside. Oops, sorry, mate. You alright? Make sure you don't do it too tight so you've got a bit of a curve on there. Like that. And then we'll just mark that on there. And then we'll cut that along there and then hot glue it straight on there. I'll do that bit and that'll give us the basic shape. Thank you very much, head. Here we are. We've glued these bits together, glued that bit together. I chopped these bits roughly back a little bit because they're a bit flappy and annoying, and I actually sellotape them up just in the middle to keep them out of the way. So the next bit we're going to do, now we've got that basic shape, you can then just take these bits, take your Sharpie, see where they sit like that, see? And then you just mark on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, where they overlap. There we go. And then we're going to do that, cut that along that line, and then just going to hot glue the edge straight onto there and onto that bit. And we're going to do that with all of them. So I'm going to do that now and then get back to you. As if by magic. 1, 2, 3. I actually stopped halfway through because I thought I'll show you how to do one of these bits in real time and then all in one go. So there you go. Right. You can see I've done a few here. I'm going to get this flap, put it over there. Take my Sharpie. Make sure I'm not distorting it when I sort of squish that in. You can see that in there? You see that? Maybe? Perhaps? And we just mark down in there like that. Pull these back on. Go there. See that mark? And we're going to chop along in. Always chop a little bit bigger than you think you need to, because you can always trim it off again.
I am hungry.
There we go. And then we put that over here. You see, it's come out slightly wrong. It hasn't quite worked. It hasn't quite worked there. So we're going to mark that again and chop it again. Oh, hang on. Just going in there, in there. Okay, chop this little bit. And down there, there we go. Nice fit there. And then we're just going to glue along this edge. A good glue control. And get a good layer on there. But you don't want too much glue so it all squishes out the edge. And then I'm just going to pop that on here. Somehow that's quite hard. It's a bit hard and you've got to try not to burn your fingers. There you go, hold it for a few seconds. And then just smooth it off. Get any excess off. And there you go, that bit's done. Hello, we're back again. We've done all this bit, we've done all the dome, stuck it all together. It was, yeah, it can be a bit of a headache, a bit fiddly, but that's actually the hardest part over and done with. So next, we need to do 2 pieces, one piece for the front, for the visor and everything, and one piece for the bit that comes down at the back. So we'll do the back first, and we've just got a sheet of A4 paper, stick it on like that, and then we'll put it on the head, and we'll mark on sort of just above shoulder line there. And we'll do another one for the front, but obviously on the front one, we'll draw the basic pattern and stuff for the visor and everything. So first of all, we do a head. Bonjour head. There we go. Let's pop that on there.
That's way too big.
Oh, hang on. It's way too big. And sideways. Hang on. So that's got to come up that way a little bit. Oh, it's a bit hard, this bit. There we go. Hold that there, and then about there. There we go. We'll chop that off there. Then we'll stick it back on with cardboard. Just make sure it all fits and everything before we glue it. So yeah, I'll just do that and then transfer it to the cardboard. And I'll do one basic bit for the face as well, using the same technique. Another piece of A4 on the front. Obviously mark it on the inside so we know where to cut it off and stick it on. And then yeah, we'll cut that out cardboard and show you how we get on. Lovely.
Morning, everybody.
Let's try again. Hang on. Morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Very quiet. Quiet for you. What's this? Anyway, right. It's the next day, and we're going to finish off our helmet, aren't we? So you model that for a minute. Hold on to that. So last bit we did was oh, it's stuck together now. But we made the. That's a whole bit of paper. It's folded up. This bit for around here, made the visor. We transferred it to the cardboard here. So before we stick that on, what we're going to do so we get it the same both sides, is cut out these cheek recesses bit, so that bit sinks in. So we're going to cut that out and then make sure it's exactly the same on both sides, and then we'll get that ready, and before we stick it all together, I'll get back to you and show you. So yeah, let's do that, shall we, mate? So as you can see, I've cut the cheek bits out here. Here's one of them that I cut out, and then what I need to do to make the recess bit, we can use this cheek cutout bit. I've marked a little line there, and then I've cut it in two, so that one will sit in there like that. But when you glue it, you've got to kind of make it angle in like that a bit, if that makes sense. And then this bit, the other part of that cut out, will sit in there. And then on this end here, I'm going to try and get this so you can see it. You'll have to cut a little triangle to put it in there, and then we'll glue it all together. So I'll cut those out and then I'll show you it being glued together. So very slight change of plan. I'm going to go ahead and glue this front bit on like this before we glue the cheeks in. Hello, mate. So otherwise, if we glue them in flat, this bit will be sticking up flat like that. So we need to get the curve right before we glue these bits in. And yeah, let's try that, see how we get on. Right, there we go. I've done one side with the little cheek bit. I did that in hyperlapse because I love a bit of hyperlapse, don't we, mate? Yeah. And yeah, there we go. I won't bother showing you the other side. I'll just show you one side. So you can see that there, this bit comes in. And then we've got the little triangle bit in the corner there. It was pretty flipping fiddly and annoying. We'll do the other side now, shall we?
Yeah.
Fisty bumps. Right, here we are, back again. There you go. You can see we've done the face bit. The visor holds that all together once we get the little visor up underneath. We use a bit of something or other for that. Figure that out in a minute. Next step, we've got both cheeks done. Next step, we're going to use the paper bit we had on the back to make the back bit. So there we go. There's the paper bit. And there's the cardboardy bit. I'm going to cut that all out. Now it's all traced on there. Then get that all glued on. We'll have the basic helmet done, and then it's just a few sort of embellishments, visor, stuff like that. So I reckon it's time for another little bit of hyperlapse. Yay! Right, everybody, we've got the basic helmet there done. You can see these bits flap out a bit, but once the visor goes in, these bits glue onto the visor and will stick in, hold it all in place. And we've got some ear bits to do and some little decorations on the back and strip up the middle. A few little decorated bits, but I need a head! Bonjour! We'll pop that on. Oh, it's a good fit. We've got a little bit of foam in there, keep it up a bit. Perfect. Gonna look pretty funky fresh, mate. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yep, is that all? Is that all we get after all this work? Is
Yes.
yep?
Yes, 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 Maggie, yes!
Yay, that's more like it. Right, lovely. We'll do all the other little bits and then we'll get back to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you in a million years.
Well, hopefully not a million years. It'll be like an hour. Hello, everybody. Again, we're still doing this. It's taken forever. Anyway. Here's our basic Mandalorian helmet. You can see there we've got a few last bits like the you know, we've got to do these sort of details on the sides and bits on the back. I'm just going to flip you around and show you what I've got left on my cutting board here. These are the last bits, and then after I show you those, I'm going to put them all on in a time lapse because yeah, it take ages. It's a bit boring, and then you can see the final product, and we'll spray it all tomorrow. Right on. So. Well, you can see here, we've got these little bits made out of these overlapping bits there. They will go inside that, and that goes on the back of the helmet just there. You can see on the pictures, if you get on the internet. Now the side ears, I've made one already. See there, we got one piece, which is that bit, and then another piece, which is that bit. If your cardboard's not thick enough, just double your cardboard up, cut 2 of them. So it'll go on there. Last bit like that goes in there. This little fella there goes on there. And then those whole things stick on the side like that. And so these ones will be on the back, those will be on the side. And then we've got this long strip is going to go all the way from the front, like that, all the way round, down to the back. Excuse my terrible camera work. And it's going to meet up with the top of that one. So, I'm going to pop you on a little time lapse and you can see me putting it all on, and then we'll see what it looks like when we're finished. Lovely.
You know what?
We're back again for the final little instalment of our Mandalorian helmet. So next bit, you can see here, we need a visor in there. We need a black plastic visor. Now, oh, come on mate, come on in. You wait there. So normally, I just get one of these replacement visors that's off like one, you know, these sort of flip down visors go over your face. I couldn't find any black ones. You can, but you'd have to wait, and we needed it today. So we just got a clear one. And unfortunately, we're going to have to put this car tint window film onto here. I'll just film that quickly because I'm not going to go into how you use car tint film because that's just boring. Just make sure you order a black one of these and then it's a lot easier. But I'll do that now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use our template there that we use for the front, and then once we've got the tint film on there, we're going to put that on there and cut it out so, you know, it overlaps either side by 10-15 mil, something like that. So we're not using the whole sheet, we'll use it for other things. And then we're just going to glue it in there behind that bit, and it will hold that front bit together as well. So I'm going to pop you on hyperlapse and we'll have a look and see how it goes. Right, there we go. Visor all fitted. I haven't glued it in yet, but you can see pretty much what it's going to look like, and it worked really well with the film and everything. So yeah, if you can't find a black visor, get some film and do it. And you know, it tells you on how to do it. You squirt some water on it, position the film, squeegee the water out. But what? Come in, mate, this way. No one can see you over there.
But we recognise that we need to spray paint this thing first before we put it in.
Yes, that's a good point. So I'm going to pop that back out again. Pop, pop, pop. Obviously you can see there, I've done it bigger than it needs to be everywhere by about 15-20 mil, something like that. So you can play with it up and down like that as well. So we're going to pop that down there. Now we're going to prime and spray paint our helmet and then glue that in, and then we're going to finally be finished, aren't we? Yes. Maybe add some little details, just a couple of little stripes in here, which we'll just use a little knife and score the stripes in. Any other little details you kind of notice, but we're almost there, almost there. Right, you're out of the camera again. Come in here, mate. Let's go and spray paint, shall we?
Yes.
And one thing as well, when you're spray painting, always remember you've got to wear a mask and do it outside because it's nasty stuff, spray paint, but it's fun. So right, let's go do that, mate. High five. Boom. Are you ready, little mate? Got your mask on? Cool. Right, we're just going to quickly grey primer these and then we'll do the top coat in a bit. Hello everyone, so I'm finally back. We've painted this, we gave it 2 coats of grey high build primer, And now we've sprayed it all silver, another couple of coats of the silver. It's looking pretty cool. So all that's left to do really, we're going to get a Sharpie and just fill in some of these details with a bit of black Sharpie just to bring them out. And we're going to pop in our visor in there and hot glue it in. I'm going to pop you on a, what do we call it, hyperlapse, that's the one. And then you can see the last little bit. And then we're finally going to be finished. And then I'll pop it on his head. Hello everyone, so we're back and we're finally finished. I've glued the face shield bit in there. That was actually quite hard, took a long time. You'll notice a little bit if you use one of these polycarbonate shields, it will try and push the helmet out sideways a bit. So it kind of flattens it. If you've made it the right size, when you put it on, it pushes it in like that. But you know, there we go. It's quite hard work. But let's see if it fits. Come on, head! Head! Over here, over here, over here. Right, should we pop it on, mate?
Yes.
Right. Dun 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 dun. Look that way. What do you think, mate? I think that looks pretty funky fresh. Fist bump. Can you see anything?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Right, well.
And my nose gets squished.
Your nose gets squished. Well, you know, Mandalorian noses get squished. Just deal with it, basically. Anyway.
My nose hurts.
All done. Should we say goodbye, everybody? Oh, my helmet! Any idea how long that took? Get your helmet back on and we'll say goodbye to everyone.
No!
Alright, anyway.
Goodbye!
Let's say goodbye. Bye bye, everybody!